Hi there, guys. My name is Mitchell Coleman, and I am an alcoholic. And today I have your daily reflection for April 26th. This comes from the Daily Reflections book, a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. And April 26th, its title is Happiness is Not the Point. Also, happy birthday to my sister Shannon today. Happiness is not the point. I don't think happiness or unhappiness is the point. How do we meet the problems we face? How do we best learn from them and transmit what we have learned to others, if they would receive the knowledge? That comes from As Bill Sees It, page 306. And it continues. In my search to be happy, I changed jobs, married and divorced, took geographical cures, and ran myself into debt, financially, emotionally, and spiritually. In AA, I'm learning to grow up. Instead of demanding that people, places, and things make me happy, I can ask God for self-acceptance. When a problem overwhelms me, AA's 12 steps will help me grow through the pain. The knowledge I gain can be a gift to others who suffer with the same problem. As Bill said, when pain comes, we are expected to learn from it willingly and help others to learn. When happiness comes, we accept it as a gift and thank God for it. That comes from As Bill Sees It, page 306. This is a good one, as they're all really good ones. This just reminds me of how we learn from these bad things. And, we used to use all these bad things as our excuses to use, to be selfish, to lie. And we have to look at all these bad things, as tough as it is as we're going through them, is how can we learn from them? How can we better ourselves? And how can we learn from this experience and teach it to someone else who is going through the same problem? I am an addict. I'm an alcoholic. I understand these pains well, and I've went through some stuff, and I'm continuing to go through stuff, which I will for the rest of my life. It's just what it is. No one said it's going to be perfect. And but we have the tools that we can learn in the 12-step program, Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous, and other ways. There's other books and stuff out there, but our higher power teaches us this stuff. The program teaches us this, and we need to learn from the older people with more sobriety time and wisdom. And I know I have from my sponsor. He's got over 3 years sobriety, which is good, and he even says I'm young in sobriety. So me, with about a year and a half, I'm still very young in my sobriety. But I can admit that this is not the first time I've tried to do this. I've quit drinking since I was about 27 years old. I even attempted it a few times out in California when I was about 25 to 27. But I failed all the time. I would always come up with an excuse why I have it this time around. And I've used this analogy before where it's like, why do we choose to go down that road with all the potholes in it when there's a nice, clean, paved road right there to the other side? We choose to go down that pothole side for some reason because it's maybe more fun, a little more dangerous. And, until we get a flat tire and we're busted and stranded. And then we go back to the beginning. And then we feel we're doing good and we could go down that road again. But this time we know where the potholes are. But we could dodge those potholes, but we go a little further down the road and all of a sudden there's more potholes that we haven't even seen yet. And that's a good analogy because I'm tired of doing that. I don't want to continue to try to figure this thing out. I'm 38 years old now and I'm sick and tired of it. I don't like feeling that way, and we're all going to have these rough moments, but we have to learn from them. We have to accept what they are. We don't take away from the moment. We don't forget it, but we can forgive ourselves and forgive others for that moment, and that's the only way we're going to grow in it, because we're just having these tough times. But we have to continue to take that inventory and see why we are where we are. What did we do to lead ourselves up to this? And it's not all about happiness. It's really about acceptance. We're not going to be perfect. We have to remember that daily we have to do this inventory. We have to apologize to someone if we've hurt them. We have to not try to rip people off and lie to people. We have to be more honest, because honesty is the highest form of love, and that is what it comes down to. We cannot hold things in. We have to be honest, and whether people like it or not, we can't do anything about that because we're going to hurt people. And when pain comes, we are expected to learn from it willingly and help others to learn. I love that because I went through some gnarly pain, and I always bring this up, but I had to go through it and go through it sober. And that's how I learned the lesson. So for those that are going through this tough moment in your life, these painful moments, endure them, pray, meditate. You can do it. Find someone positive in your life that you can talk to about it. Pray, again, pray. And it will get better and you will learn from it. And this is how you can teach someone else that's going through it. So I'm here for anyone that needs help with it. I'm also here to take advice from anyone that's went through it, because as I said, I'm very young in it and I'm learning, and I'll be learning till the day that I die. And this life can be a beautiful thing if we give it a chance, and don't expect it all to be rosy and crystal clear skies, because it's going to have its rough patches and rough days, but we can all get through it together. And that's what the whole point is of this program. We do this together. And I love you guys. I love you, God. I pray for everyone every day, and I hope you do the same for me. Remember, it's one day at a time, everyone. Don't give in, especially during this quarantine. There's a lot of drinking going on, and get out and exercise, do some other things beneficial for you than drinking. Thank you guys, and one day at a time, as I said. Have a good day. Peace out. Bye-bye.